Hi everyone, it is Susan. Hey, I wanted to get on here and I want to say first off that I am sorry that I've been MIA. I'm going through some rough time right now in the middle of what's turning out to be a pretty nasty divorce. So, haven't been in the greatest of moods. Haven't been feeling very creative. But I'm getting back. I'm getting it back. So I just wanted to say thank you guys for sticking around, and sorry that I've been MIA, and your guys' support means so much to me, and I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Then I want to make a huge announcement. So I got these cards. I don't know if you guys have seen them or heard of them, but they're called Go Live Challenge cards. And I'm going to try every single Monday to go live. I haven't come up with the perfect time yet, but every single Monday I'm going to go live and I'm going to pull one of these cards and I'm going to do what the card says. So talk to you, action, which means creating something. We're just gonna use the cards as a prompt, so to speak. So I'm hoping that this will get me back into the swing of things. We're going to see if it does. Again, I've not been very festive, creative, but I am getting it back. So what we're going to do today is we are going to demold this pyramid that has been bought and paid for. I'm going to show you how I finish out my pyramids. So that's what we're doing today. Guys, stick around. And let's see how this pyramid turned out, because I don't know. I'm going to see it for the first time with you guys. Alright, so I'm going to switch the camera, get set up, and let's go for it. Alright guys, let's get this thing going. I love the color of this. I used mecha powder for my last pour, and I think the color is so pretty. It's a chameleon mecha powder. And I always put magnets in my last pour in order for my bottom to stick to it. Now this pour ended up coming over the sides of the mold, so I got resin in between the mold and the structure. So I'm gonna have to carefully cut in between the mold and the structure in order to get the mold out of here. And I'm going to use a razor blade to do that, and be very careful not to cut my mold. This is why you don't want an overflow of resin during your pour. You want to be very careful and not have that happen. If it does, this is what you do to fix it. So you take the razor blade and you find a spot where you don't have any resin at, so you can slip the razor blade down in between the resin and the structure, or the mold and the structure. Once you find a good spot to put it in between easily, then you want to very carefully drag the razor blade through the resin. And again, you want to be very careful not to cut your mold. Go slow, 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 slow. When you feel resistance and you want to start over, whenever you take the razor blade out, you kind of want to hook it catty corner to try to get as much cut as you can, and you want to go all the way to the corner like I'm doing here. There's only 2 sides that I got the overflow on, so I don't have to do this to all 4 sides, thank goodness. Again, carefully work your way in between the mold and the structure with your razor blade. You want to push the razor blade up against the structure and not up against your mold. As you can tell, I've done this before. Carefully, carefully, carefully. Make sure you get all the way to the end and pull up on the razor blade. And here we go. Looky there. Came right out now. Look at all that overflow that's down in there. It'll peel right out, so it's easy to come out. As you can see that, it's pretty easy to come out. I'm going to mess with picking this out later. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me pick all this out. I just wanted to show you guys that it will peel out really easy. I'm going to set that aside. I'll come back to that later. Here we go. Here we go. I'm so excited. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. You can see I did not cut my mold, so I did good with the razor blade. Look at the sparkle on that. That just looks so cool. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You can see the pads of the feet and the bellies. I used resin. I used P.T.S.D resin for this pour. Anything that needs to be clear, that's my go-to because it is the clearest resin that I have found. Okay, what do you guys think? Oh, look at that. There's some bubbling on the body of the wolf. I think it turned out awesome. Those eyes, oh my god, those eyes are scary. The wispies turned out good. Kind of looks like fog. I like it. I think it's gonna be nice. I think my customer's gonna like it. So, I'll get better pictures for you guys at the end. Look at those eyes, they're scary. Very scary. It's the yellow eyes you see in the dark. Sorry guys, I got the sniffles. I've got the sneeze and I can't. It's been a rough holidays. I found a burner phone. My husband had a burner phone and I found it in our truck on Christmas Eve. Can you believe that? And the phone he was using to try to cheat on me by messaging girls and asking them to have sex with him. So, yes, we are getting divorced. So here's another issue with overflow. Whenever you overflow, you have to cut that overflow off. I use razor blades to do that also. And scissors. I will use scissors. This particular one isn't coming off very easy, so I'm going to have to use scissors to get the bulk of it off.
And then I'll straighten the cut up whenever I'm done. I use these scissors here and I cut the bulk of it with it. And then carefully cut it all, cut it as straight as I can get it with the razor blade. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm so sorry. I got the sniffles. Combination of everything, I guess. I really think this thing turned out very nice, and I think my customer's gonna like it a lot. Alright, easy. So just take small strokes. Don't try to cut the whole thing off at once with the razor blade, or you're gonna cut yourself. And we still got some on the other side too, so I'm just carefully cutting away. I'm gonna get the bulk of this one off with the scissors as well. Perfectionist. I hate being a perfectionist, guys. Sometimes it cost me a piece, because I cut too much off. Or all right, we're gonna do the bulk with scissors. It's just easier that way. Okay, now let's go back to the razor blade. I think that looks good. I'm happy with that. So you can see, that I just put the light down in here, and there's my magnets. So you put the light in like this. Now I get my lights at Amazon. I think like a set of 8, or it's somewhere around $34, something like that. It's not bad. See, that's how it works. Now the lights come with a remote control. You can change your colors. You can change the sequence. You can change how fast it flashes through the colors. You can change to a strobe of the colors. You can make the colors fade. You can have it all one color. There are even timers on the remote. I think it's 2, 4, and 6 hours. But all of my pyramids come with a light like this. Love. I love this pyramid. I'm very big on wolves anyway because of my heritage. So all right. So what do you guys think? I think it looks really good. I think my customer will like it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. like and subscribe to my channel, please. Let's take it apart, and I put felt on the bottoms. Again, make sure they are sanded very well so that nobody cuts their fingers on them. I want to make sure that when I cut out the felt, that I cut out more than I need, not less than I need. So I use the backing as a guide. The bottom piece, the metal piece. I'll use it as a guide so that I don't cut off too much. I've tried this all many different ways, and I have found that the best way to do it is to use the actual piece so you get full coverage. And then I use a crafter's tape on a roller. I'm going to straighten up the cut a little bit, but I'll straighten it up more whenever I get it glued on to the metal piece. This is the tape I use. You want to make sure that you get the edges very well, because if you don't, your felt is going to peel up on the customer, and you don't want that to happen. You really want these to last a long time. You want to put enough glue on there that your felt sticks to the metal piece. So I make sure that I glue all the way to the edges, and I'll even put an extra strip of glue on each edge. That way you're not going to get any fallout from the customer. You don't want them to not like your piece because it didn't stick. So you don't want that to happen. So let's put an extra strip down each side. This side. Let's get the felt on. And areas where you have any felt, where you can see it, you're going to go in and you're going to cut that out. So make sure you stick it to the metal very good. So you want to make sure you rub across your piece, that you don't have any real major bubbles or major trash in there. Whatever you do, you don't want there to be a knot on the bottom. And once you get your felt on there and you smooth it on good, then you can take your knife or fingers or what have you and push the felt to cover up all parts of the metal. And then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to make sure all of the edges have a really good adhereness to them. You don't want the felt to peel up, so you want to be very careful about that. You see how I'm pushing that the material up onto, and now I'm going to cut off the excess. Okay, and then you just take the bottom piece and voila, there you go. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel, this video, especially to anyone that you know that likes wolves. I think it turned out pretty darn good. I'm very, very happy with the piece. Those wispies, I put my white in while the clear wasn't set up quite enough for me, because there's pooling. The wispies pulled or dropped to the bottom, but I do still think it looks good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm gonna have some better pictures at the end of the video. You can just see the wispy fiasco. I'm just a perfectionist, that's all there is to it. I drive myself crazy with that. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty good, and I think the customer's gonna be happy. Look at those crazy looking eyes, those freak me out. Okay, so let me know what you think in the comments. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great, great, great night